Hello and welcome to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. This is Colleen Beamish from Humor Bean Cards, and today I will be using the Fawn A Mole Lot of Love products to create a sweet, clean, and simple Valentine's Day card. So first I have the A Mole Lot of Love stamp set with the coordinating dies as well as the coloring stencils. These are a fantastic addition to the product line. And then I also have the A Mole Lot of Love add-on stamp set. So to begin with my card making process, I have gone ahead and die cut out all of the shapes in the die set. So I figured I would just do it all at once because it will be so easy to color them all at once as well. You definitely have the option to stamp all of your images and color them and then die cut them out, but I find it easier to line up the stamp with the die cut shape rather than trying to line the die up with the stamped image. That's just what works best for me. So I'm going to go ahead and line up each stamp with the shape in my MISTI, and then once everything's perfect, I will go ahead and ink them up using some Gina Amalgam ink in the color Obsidian. This is the perfect black ink. It's my preferred ink, and it won't take too long to dry, so you can get right into ink blending using the coordinating coloring stencils. As I apply pressure to my MISTI to make sure I'm getting a good impression, I will mention that all of the products I'm using in today's video are linked down in the description below, and they are available at ScrapbookPal.com, so be sure to check that out. So with my stamped images, I'm still keeping them in the negative that we die cut from. This will just make it easy to keep everything in place and nothing will be roaming around or trying to hold down a small die cut to color. The coloring stencils have 3 stencils included, and each stamped image has 3 to 4 layers for the larger mole images. I will be using Pinkfresh Studio inks, and these 4 colors are in the Wild Truffles cube set, so you can get them all at once. And then I also have an Altenew half-inch blending brush, which is my favorite small blending brush to use because it has a flat top. Now, I'm not going to show you me coloring every single image because the process is pretty much the same, and I don't use every image on my card. So I'm just showing you the couple that I do include on the card. So first I have this one who is shoveling in the dirt. So I'm using the color Dough, which is the second lightest color, and that's just going to be the main body. I'm doing a pretty even blending, so I'm not really worried about shadows or anything. That's something you could definitely emphasize more with the ink blending. You could also go in afterwards with a colored pencil or Copic marker to add deeper shading. But I think this is an easy way to get a good wash of color over the different parts of the little critters, and it's a lot easier than Copic coloring, so I am loving these coloring stencils. For the little nose and the hands and feet of the mole, I'm going in with Warm Buff, which is the lightest brown shade, and I'm just keeping my hand light because I want there to be good contrast between the body of the mole and these lighter areas, so I'm just using a light hand for a light wash of color. For the nose, I'm just using a tiny ink blending brush and a little bit of pink. You can't really tell the difference there because it's such a small space. And then for the pile of dirt, I'm using the next darkest shade of brown. And that's actually more of a cool tone shade brown. So then you're definitely getting a different color tone between the mole and the dirt. So it doesn't just all look like one color of brown on the card. So I really like that difference in the tone. For the shovel, I'm going in with Mulberry Blush, which is like a pinky red color. I wanted to have a nice pop of color amongst all of the other kind of neutral brown tones. And then I will do the handle just another brown. So just a little bit of color going on here. The next mole I'm working on is the one popping out of the dirt, and very similar process. I'm going in with that second lightest brown color. With this one, I am trying to put a little bit more ink at the bottom so there is a little bit of a highlight at the top of the mole's head. And then I will go in with the lightest shade for the kind of mouth area, and then the same pink for the tips of the nose, and then that same cool brown for the dirt. So you're still getting that contrast and everything's kind of coordinating. So I did color all of the images that I stamped, and now I'm going to prepare the background of my card, and I'm keeping this very clean and simple. I have an A2 card base here, and I've masked off like more than the bottom half of the card just using some computer printer paper, so just a very thin paper. And then I'm ink blending from the top using a 1-inch blending brush, and I'm using some shaded lilac distress ink, distress oxide ink, and I love the blendability of distress oxide ink, which is why I went with that for this part of the card. You'll get a very even blend, and you won't get that kind of like splotchy thing that can happen with dye inks. So I just basically created a horizon line pretty much, because all of my images are going to line up with that bottom border of the inked area. I'm putting 2 of the mole images on the card, and I'm popping both of those up with some foam tape. And then I'll also add some of the little dirt and plant imagery, and I want those to be kind of layered behind the moles, so I'm not popping them up. I'm just using some liquid glue, and I'll kind of tuck them behind those pieces. Now this one is going off of the edge of the card a little bit, but I will go ahead and just use my scissors to cut off the excess. So the card is nearly done. I'm just stamping down my sentiment using that same black ink from before, and the sentiment says, "Popping up to say I really dig you," which is just such a fun pun. I don't think you could ever go wrong with a pun card on Valentine's Day. So I'll just stamp that twice to make sure I get the perfect impression, and then the final touch is just going to be adding some details to my colored images. So first I'm going in with a Copic marker in the color R20, and I'm just adding a little bit of blush to the cheeks. It's not super noticeable, but I think it adds a little something, and with me, card making is all about the details. So I'll just add a little bit of the blush, and then I'll go in with my white gel pen. I'll add some dots on the cheeks as well as highlights to some of the darker areas, and that just really brings this little scene to life. So if you have the time, I definitely think you should go ahead and add the details if possible. So that completes my card for today, keeping it nice, clean, and simple, and I think this would be a card that would be easy to make a whole bunch of if you wanted to give out some Valentines. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel, as there's always more creative inspiration being shared here every day. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!